All righty, happy Monday. I hope you are all doing well. Susie here, co-hosting with my wing girl, Stacy. So happy to see these faces. Melissa, Alicia, welcome to the community. What an honor to have you here. And Brenda, I know Brenda's probably now with her baby. And Melissa has the cutest side little partner there, Mel. Is that your doggy, Mel? I've never seen that doggy. That's one that you're babysitting?
Yes, he
Or-
takes the trophy for neediest dog ever.
The cutest. I should not say babysitting, you're dog sitting, but love to see that cute face here. All right, so let's get started. I had already asked you ladies to throw info in the chat. Show me your energy. Show me a little bit about who you are. Tell me, who's your family? Who do you live with? Do you have pets? What do you like? What do you struggle with? Whatever, where are you from? Share, blow up that chat. We love to read. And when I'm chatting, Stacy's all up in the chat. When Stacy's chatting, I'm all up in the chat. So make sure if you have any questions, which we'll go over, just drop them in and we'll get to them to make sure that before the end of the night, we will have all your questions answered. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen and we're gonna get started. Oh gosh, where did it go? I lost my presentation. One quick sec, here it is. All right, let's try this again. All righty, so welcome to our ambassador call. We also call it a sneak peek because we like to just give you a little glimpse, a little sneak peek into what we do as ambassadors. Basically, I love that word because we're just basically passing on the torch, right? It's light that we have found and we're basically just saying, hey girl, here you go. There's some light for you too. Do you want it? Some people call it coaching, because obviously we're here to just kind of, guide you. Other people call it sisterhood. I feel like if all of it just embodies what we do. So welcome, welcome. We have an amazing community, an amazing sisterhood. And we're here basically just to kind of teach you. And we hope that you come with an open heart and an open mind so that you can just take away whatever it is that we're going to gift you with. Because I feel like if women connect, and sometimes when you see yourself in our stories, you just leave the call and you're like, yes, that was something that I needed today, or I learned, or whatever it is. So like I said before, introduce yourself. I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. And like I said, we will answer any question that you have. Throw it in the chat. So my name is Susie Solares. I am a wife. I'm a mom to two boys, ages 14 and 10. I'm also a substitute teacher, and I am a full-time wellness coach. I can also call myself a mindset mentor because I love to help women level up in mindset. I really believe that when you are really good here, you are able to face all the challenges that life throws your way. So I'm going to take you back a little bit so you know where I came from. When I was 6 years old, my parents got divorced, and I remember just really diving into extracurricular activities with dance and ballet. And that is where I started to be very aware of my body. And my relationship with food also started to kind of develop. And I remember that from 6 to about 14, I was pretty much very, very thin, but I saw a lot of unhealthy relationships with food with the girls that were dancing with me. I remember seeing a lot of purging, a lot of binging. I saw, just girls go through anorexia. And looking back now, I wish I would have learned so much about food, because I too, then at 14, started to kind of like yo-yo. I remember just eating all the things that I wanted and then going through these crash diets and these starvation programs just to kind of lose weight. And I remember that when I was getting married, I did all the things: acupuncture, phentermine pills, shots, you name it. I remember doing the Atkins diet. I remember doing Weight Watchers, so many things. Yes, I lost weight. And the minute that I got pregnant and I had my kids, it was like if I lost my body. I'm going to fast forward quickly to let you know that it wasn't until I basically was just, a mommy of toddlers. And I remember feeling super sluggish, low on energy, and super conscious of my self-esteem. And I was so unhappy with where my body was at. I remember just feeling like if I couldn't even hold a conversation with my husband and I was on the couch and I remember him just like looking at me and being like, you can't even finish a conversation. You're falling asleep. And I remember my children wanting to play and me not having any energy, me just not wanting to be with them outdoors because I just didn't, have the desire or the energy. And I remember vividly not wanting to have a social life because there was nothing that would fit me, nothing that looked good. You know, when you go out like somewhere and you're like, well, you try on a pair of pants and you're like, nope. And then you try on a skirt and you're like, nope. And then you try on a dress and you're like, nope. And before you know it, you have this pile of clothes. And by the time that you go out, you're miserable. You're like in a bad mood. That happened to me way too often. And it was just one day sitting on that couch, remembering that I said, enough is enough. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And I had been watching my neighbor literally just exercise and just go run. And I remember saying, I want that and I need to do that. And funny enough, I had been seeing another girl that I didn't know for a whole year on Facebook. I mean, this was like almost 6 years ago. And she was talking about this amazing nutrition program. She was an attorney, a partner in a law firm, who retired because she was making so much income paying this gift forward. She looked amazing. She was following the nutrition program. She was working out 30 minutes a day. She is a mom of 2 beautiful kids, an autistic son who she just really wanted to be there for him, and literally retired herself from law and the law practice and the law firm to do this full time. And I was just blown away. And one fine day I reached out and I said, you got me. Those are my words. You got me. What is it that exactly you're doing? And it wasn't that the income, was the income part didn't attract me. It was how good she looked and how amazing she felt and the thriving marriage that she had. And I wanted every bit of that. I remember seeing her with friends and having this community, and I was envious, and I'm like, I want all of it. And so long story short, I met up with her and she told me what she was doing, and she said, follow this program and I promise you that you're going to get these results. And sure enough, I went all in, made mistakes, wasn't perfect on the nutrition, but I went all in knowing that I was going to just change my habits. And I lost 7 pounds and 7 inches in 3 weeks, which for me is huge because I am not even 5 feet tall. And I remember feeling on top of the world, seeing the changes in my body, feeling incredible. And I wanted to shout it from the rooftops. And it was that day that I said, I will forever pay it forward to women who need this, who are silently suffering like me. And I remember thinking, this is what I am called to do, because I knew how much it had changed my life. And I wanted to be that gift to other women. I wanted women to come back and say, Susie, you have helped me. Susie, you have given me a gift. And that is why I'm so passionate. That is my purpose and my mission. And here I am today, 5 years later, and I've never looked back. I remember 30 days after I started, this very girl who's my coach, my upline coach, said, do you want to become a coach? And I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, but whatever it is that you tell me to do, I'm going to do. And she's like, you could be helping your husband with income. You're a stay-at-home mom. Why don't you monetize just by sharing your journey? And I said, teach me your ways. And I went all in. And here I am, thankfully helping my household with income. I've met the most incredible women like Mel and Brenda and Stacy. And I have this supportive community, this sisterhood. I am the CEO of my own business. Never did I think I was going to do that, just by simply sharing what has worked for me, simply following a couple of training calls. This business is very simple, and this is what we want to share with you. And just open up your heart to see if this is something that may be a right fit for you. I believe this is the right fit for everyone. If you lean in, if you just say, I'm gonna take a chance. I am gonna try to see how it is that I can work on myself and at the same time pay it forward to women, to be a light, to be a voice and hope to so many people that need this. And I promise that together with the program, the trainings, the sisterhood, the supportive accountability group, the incredible company that we partner with, this will elevate your life. And all we ask is that you just try it out and become a part of this amazing, amazing opportunity that has changed my life and that of many others. And so today, I just want to share a little bit of my story to see if maybe you can see yourself in that story, and maybe just say, why not me? Maybe tonight at the end of the call, after 30 minutes, you'll be like, I've learned and I'm willing to give it a try. Maybe you'll want more details. Whatever it is, just know that we are here to guide you, to teach you, to inspire you, to love on you if you're willing to just say yes. That's all we ask, is to listen. And if you feel that heart tug, lean in with us and allow this journey to take you places that you could only dream of. Stace, I love it if you can share yours, baby.
Yes, you guys. And I love doing these sneak peeks because it's funny. I just shared on my stories a little bit of how I was kind of having a little tug of war with how I was trying to introduce this to people on social media. I was like, do I call it an ambassador? Do I call it a coach sneak peek? What would interest me to be like, okay, now I need to take it a step further because I've watched this human for so long, right? And I think that's what we've all done. We've watched somebody who graciously took the courage to share their story on social media. Like, to me, it's an honor that my friend Demetria and my other friend Lisa shared their story. I did not know what Beachbody was. I had no idea what Shakeology was. I didn't know anything. All I knew was that two of my friends from high school were sharing their journeys, and Facebook was smart because I kept going to their pages. So I kept getting their story, right? And then I was granted access in a way to getting into their life. I paid attention to their posts. I purposely searched their name on social media. I don't have any of you guys ever like gone into the search bar and typed in somebody's name because you needed to see what so-and-so was up to, or you went to their stories and you're like, I want to see what they're up to today. I don't think we do that just to like kill time. I think we do that because something is calling to us. So I don't think anything is a coincidence here tonight. I think it's divinely purposed in our universe in what we want for more. So with that said, you guys, I was just like you, right? We are all divinely intertwined. How freaking cool is that? We're intertwined. And there's a reason why we're here tonight. I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to discover it. So I'm just going to simply share with you why I became a coach. Because for me, a coach is the word I do like to use. I like to use it because I feel like it postures me up. It postures my voice. It postures my backbone. It postures how I want to be in this world, right? I don't know why, but that word is very powerful to me. And so however you want to see this, I want you to pick a word: ambassador, coach, mentor, guide, sprinkling fairy dust everywhere. That's whatever it is for you is who you are. And so I am Stacy. I am a mom of two. I have two beautiful kiddos via C-section, 6 years apart. I have an 11-year-old son, Ryan. I have an almost 6-year-old daughter, Kenzie. My husband and I have been together since I was 17. I'll be 42 in October. 19 years ago, I unfortunately lost our father to suicide. And the day he died, I genuinely died along with him. Not physically, but mentally. And my spirit was broken. I literally felt like I was an orphan on a doorstep and nobody was coming to get me. And those were the first opening liners that I gave my therapist almost 14 years ago. And she told me, Stacy, not only do you have work to do, but this is your greatest gift. And I didn't know it then, but I stayed consistent every week, every Thursday, building, growing, falling apart, and knowing that something was going to make me better. What I found was, after all those years of therapy, I found 2 friends on social media who I got curious about, who I started to get the tingle tugs with, who I felt honored because I saw their ups and downs and highs and lows, but I saw something very valuable. I saw their consistency. And to me, that was not only the sexiest thing I had seen, but the most thing that I had craved. I didn't crave results. I craved consistency into being a better me. And that's when this opportunity, and when my family was in crisis with my husband's company going on strike, most people, when they have a hiccup or a plot twist, this will be the first thing to go. This will be the first thing they hit the cancellation button to. And you know what I want to say to that? I will never do that. Because why would I take away the first thing that gave me my voice, the first thing that gave me consistency, the first thing that gave me real friendships, and the first thing and the only thing that taught me that I am well equipped and wildly capable of being the best version of me, and nothing will knock me down. And I learned that lesson from my father's suicide when we had $22.68 to our name. We could have filed for bankruptcy. We could have foreclosed. We could have every lawyer coming after us. But we chose to say, no, how do we keep it? And that is a really great mindset. So when I decided to keep this, that's when coaching came to me. Coaching was a saving grace opportunity, because it wasn't just to keep my products. It was to keep me connected to the family that accepted me and what I gave acceptance to myself. That's what this is all about, you guys. This has nothing to do with abs. This has nothing to do with the scale. This has everything for you to be the voice and the hero to your story. And you say, I'm not going anywhere. I have my heels in the ground. I'm growing my branches. I'm growing my roots, and you come with me too. That's what this is about. It's your voice with my voice and Susie's voice and Alicia's voice and Mel's voice and Robin's voice and Brenda's voice and whoever else is on here. It's all the voices. What makes a choir beautiful? It is all the voices, the sopranos, the acapellos. It's all of them. We are a choir of a community that has stories that are unshakable and unbreakable, and they're yours, and you get to claim them and share them. I know I didn't really say a whole lot of my story, but I want you to understand your story is our story.
I love it. And so the pictures say so much. I don't even think we need to really get into the whole story, because you can clearly see how Stacy and I have gotten results. And we'll get more a little bit into the nutrition and fitness programs, but it's not even about the details of the program. More than anything, it's about saying yes and really just leaning into, creating habits that serve you, that are going to help you reach the goals that you're looking for. But because this is an ambassador call, a sisterhood call, a coaching call, we want to show you what it is that we do in our day, in case if you say, well, how can this benefit me? How can this enhance my life? Or I know many people say, well, I have so much on my plate. How can I now implement more things in my plate? Well, I always point at Stacy, because being that she is a business owner in a hair salon, she's the perfect example to show you how she works full-time with full-time hours in her hair salon, but yet she still chooses to come home and sacrifice time away from her family because of the value that this gives her life. And because she is also creating her own legacy for her and her children with this, opportunity. And so I want Stacy to quickly just tell us, what does a day in your life look like so people could see how you work this business in pockets of time? It doesn't mean that you have to, spend 3, 4, 5 hours doing this business. No, you work it from your home, from your phone, whenever you have time. So Stace, can you briefly share with us, when you wake up, what does your day look like?
Absolutely. So really quickly, you guys, throw out immediately, I'm too busy and I don't have any extra time. Because if you have that right now in the forefront of your mind, you won't hear me. Okay. So I need you to put that on a shelf or throw that mentally in the garbage because you won't hear me tonight. I need you to hear me because here's my little truth bomb. None of us are busier than the other person. We have to let that go because this is not about how busy we are. This is about impact, okay? This is about impact, and it's a very different mindset. So it's very simple. This business gives me me. I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee, I do my morning 10-minute guided meditation, my mantra cards, I use the bar blend, I have my word of the day, I use my 4-minute meditation. I get my workout in. I am a rock star in our BOD community. I will make sure I post and love on people as soon as I post with myself first. I come first in this business. I come first because if I don't come first, I cannot serve to my coaches who want to grow 6-figure incomes or the challengers who want to stay challengers and grow to the best versions of them. I can't do it. I have to be the best version of me. So all of those things, I come first in the day. I literally use my Beachbody business activity tracker, which is something we will show you later. But guys, we are moms. We are women. We are multi freaking amazing task people. I write my list. I read my why, and everything else goes out the door. Everything goes out the door. What you see here at my hair salon, guys, I don't have a receptionist. I don't have a bookkeeper. I don't have somebody who takes my inventory for me or buys my products for me. I do everything because I said to you guys earlier, I wanted to be the hero and the voice to my story. So I want all the responsibility. I want all the hands on it. With your why, all of this finds the time. That's what I want to share with you. I can't share with you all the hows because my house is going to look different. But if we help you and I, Susie, will help you figure out what this means for you, I guarantee you the universe is going to show you, there's your pocket. There's your pocket. There's 10 minutes. There's 5 minutes. There's 15 minutes. There's that opportunity right there. And every little pocket you have, you can build a successful business. Because remember, just like in your wellness journey, you cannot lose 50 pounds in 5 minutes. It takes a long time, but it's little doses every day. And I promise you this checklist will find your pockets and build your hope and build your dreams. Because that's really what I need to tell you tonight more than anything. The how is easy, but I want you to breathe that heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when I do substitute at the school, I find that I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning and get ready and have my breakfast and, prepare the lunches for my kids. And then I'm off and I'm in the classroom all day. And, I would drink my superfoods as a snack. I would pack my lunch. And when I would get home, I would right away drink my workout supplement, which would give me that boost that I needed from being in the classroom all day with the kids. And right away, I just did my workout for 30 minutes. I would post a sweaty selfie in the challenge group. And then as soon as I'm done, while I was working out, my kids were having a snack. Then I would help them with their homework. And then I would prepare dinner, shower, have dinner. And then when I would put my kids to bed, I would, spend 45 minutes and an hour building this business. The days that I don't work, obviously I have more time, but even the days where I'm just a mom and caring for so many people, whether it's my brother, my niece, my mom, whatever, my neighbor, I'm working from my phone, in car line, in waiting at a doctor's appointment. Like, you find pockets of time to build this business. All right, let's move on. And the reason why I put this in the bottom, does this power hour sound doable, is because at night when I would put my kids to bed, I would do that power hour. We call it a power hour. So all you really need is an hour, and you could break it up however you want. All right. Going right into sharing versus selling. So many people tell me, well, Susie, I am not a salesperson, nor do I ever want to sell anything to my family and friends. I am just not, wanting to be that person. Well, here's the good news. We don't sell, we share. We simply share our journey. So basically, social media is to be social, right? So what I just started doing as a brand new coach is I just started sharing my journey. What was working for me? How can I help other women with whatever was working for me? That's basically what I just posted on social media. And yes, I do get coaches that tell me, or women that tell me, this is not for me because I'm really, shy. I can't post on social media. And it's like I tell you, or I'll tell anyone, with practice, you get more comfortable. It's the same thing if you start a brand new job, right? You're going to feel uncomfortable if you're a receptionist and you've never been one to answer 16 lines and have to answer phones that are going crazy and taking messages. It's the same thing. With time, you get better. And you have to remember that you're gifting the world and other women with this amazing opportunity. So little by little, we will be here to guide you. We will be there to cheer you on. Sharing just becomes your selling vehicle. Literally, that's what it is. So let's move on. If you were to say, well, how do I do all this? How do I share? What do I post? How do I even know where to begin? Rest assured that our team has created amazing self-paced trainings. And every single Monday morning, we have a national wake-up call where the company that we partner with basically gives us trainings and they pump us up. That's why it's called the national wake-up call. And they tell us, this is what's happening. This is how you can pay it forward. And this is how you should go about it. Remember, we are here to guide you and to train you so that you can succeed. Because when you succeed, we succeed. And when we succeed, you succeed. All right. So Stace, can you share a little bit about cost and compensation? I know that for you in the beginning, you had always shared with me what were your goals. What did the first $100 do for you? How can this help these women? How did it help you and your family? Can you share a little bit about that?
I think the coolest thing was that first and foremost, you guys, some people are driven by the almighty dollar, which is great. And that's to each their own. I am really driven by service in my hair business, in my online wellness business. And I realized that sometimes I thought that this, like in life, work had to be hard. I think there is a version of hard work, but I think there's also a version that is consistent hard work, but that pays so vibrantly in so many colors. And so when I realized just by simply sharing this with my close friends and family, I was just purely organic of how excited I was. And when I helped my first 3 people, and all of a sudden my paycheck came and it took care of my Shakeology, I didn't know that. 2, I didn't know that. And 3, I didn't know that. So when I saw this paycheck roll in through my automatic deposit of an extra $130 or $50, I was like, I messaged Demetria and I said, how do I do that? She goes, you did. You just helped 3 people. And I was like, I did. And she was like, yeah. And if you help 5, you get an extra $100. And I'm like, shut up. And I had already talked to 2 of my other girlfriends for my hair salon. So I wasn't really that excited me, but it made me even more excited to go reach out to those other 2, not to earn the $100, but to be like, oh my God, this is a blessing. And I felt it on every level. So, guys, who doesn't want extra income? No one here is going to be like, oh girl, no, I don't need that. It's all good. Oh crap. You need it. We all want it and we all love it. And if we get it by helping somebody, it's even better.
I love it. Totally. I was blown away when I first started to just save money. And I was
I
like,
know. I thought it
all of
was
this could
great.
go to my vacations. All
I
right.
loved it.
Guys, we're about done. So hang with us just a few more minutes. We're going to kind of end the call with common misconceptions. And I'm sure you probably are thinking, well, exactly. Talk to me more about income. How do you earn the money? Really quickly, I'm just going to share with you that you have 4 ways to make to earn an income through this company. Okay, so you make commission. You also make a percentage based on whatever your team makes, because as you go building your own team, they're going to start also, you know, helping other people, and you make an income from that too. Then there's something else called matching bonus that Beachbody gives you a percentage for, you know, whatever it is that your team did, they match a bonus. And then every single quarter, there is a bonus that you get once you get to a level. So there's 4 ways that you will constantly be having income, but it gets better. Let's say that you want to have your spouse on board as well, and you open up an account for him. It's called a controlled account. Not only do you make a weekly paycheck for your account, you can also earn an income based on their account. Let's say that you get to a certain rank like I did and Stacy did, and you get to open up another business center. Well, there's your 3rd paycheck every single week. And it goes on and on and on. So if you are thinking that this is something small, think again. This can be as big as you want it to be and as much as you will work it. All right, let's go straight into misconceptions and we'll wrap up the call. Number 1, it is not for people that are just super fit. Actually, your starting point is, I think, for me, in my opinion, the most powerful point, because then people know that this is all about being raw and real, and you just want people to do this with you while you are bettering yourself. This is not just for extroverts. Confession, I am an introvert as well. I have a little bit of both. This is not just for trainers and nutritionists. I am not a trainer. Stacy's not a nutritionist. She is not a dietitian. Like, this is for everyone that wants to just help people and share what's working for them. There is no high pressure for sales or inventory. This is absolutely for people that want to save money on their own products and take advantage of their discounts, right? With the gear, the products, the apparel, all the things. There is no high cost, no monthly quotas, that you need to achieve, other than to just be active in your own journey. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It is not limited for success. There is an abundance of it. And this is for people that absolutely want to grow and want to change. All right, Stace, wrapping up the call. How can these women get started if they're feeling that heart tug and they're like, yes, I'm willing to give it a try. I want to take care of myself and just see if this works. I'm a little bit shy, but I want to pay it forward. How do I get started? Can you share with them how they can do that?
Yes. And I want to go really simple with you guys, because I'm going to tell you how I started coaching without knowing that I coached. Okay. I always wanted to be, secretively, now the secret is out, I wanted to be number 1 in my challenge group. I did. Okay. I really did. When nobody started to show up, I showed up a little louder. I broke out the containers a little bit more frequently. I started to be more consistent. So that was really a driving force. And I know that sounds strange to use people when they're backing out to lean in, but that's what happens in this business. You're going to see people come in and come out very fast, but you have to make the decision of how much you want to be in and how much you're willing to be out. And I don't want to be out. So, because that means I'm out on my goals, I'm out on my vision, and I am disrespecting my future. And that's not okay with me, right? So be a rock star in your community. Whoever brought you into this group, I want you to get real with that group. I want you to pick a program. I want you to press play to that program. I want you to take your measurements. I don't want you to try to lose weight. I want you to be a rock star in the challenge group. I want you to be real, honest, raw, doing your best, right? Because beauty is broken pieces as well, my friends. It's not about how perfect you are. It's the will to keep growing. Okay. So that's number one. I want you to make people guess in the community you're in who's the leader, because we are all leaders. That's the secret. So that's number one. And number two is you get off of this call and you go into your DM and you say to the coach that brought you in here, girl, I'm ready. I need you to set up a one-on-one phone chat because I need you to help me figure out what this means for me so I can drive it home for myself, for my family, for me, and for our team. And that is all you have to do.
Love it. Yes. So how has it changed my life? I will tell you that it gave me my identity back. Look at this picture. All these women have been impacted, and there's so many more. This was just one of our local events that we had not too long ago, where some ladies were able to fly in due to COVID. Some were not, but it goes to show you how many women want to continue to pay this forward because their lives have been changed. Not only have I, just gotten my identity back, but I have been surrounded by amazing women who have taught me how to just level up as a leader, how to, gain skill sets and how to grow my mind, how to just be a better wife, how to be a better, person to this world. So many things. I mean, really, it's impacted me in so many ways. And I know that Stacy could absolutely agree. And I will say that the friendships that have come into my life have been probably the biggest blessing, just like you can see here, just the way that Stacy and I met one day at a local event, and now we talk every single day. And I will just share before we close out the call, because basically we're going to ask you to take the challenge, and we are going to ask you to level up your wellness journey and to be a light to others and to share it. And we do want to say thanks for joining, but I'm going to have Stacy close out the call so that you can hear from her how it has impacted her life. And all I just want to say is I welcome you if you join us. This is an amazing sisterhood. When you surround yourself with women who want more, who want to level up their life, who want to live life with intention and with purpose, and know that they're made for more and they want to give to their family more, it just changes things all around. And all of that will ripple into so many areas of your life. And I just pray and hope that you give us a chance, that you just say, why not me? Let me just try out this sisterhood. Let me make friends and lean in, let us love on you. And that's what I have to share. Stace, close us out, please.
Yes. Okay, guys. So I want you guys to think about yourselves tonight. Okay. And I want you to think about the current limiting beliefs that keep you from propelling forward to what you're really called to do. Okay. I want you to really think about that tonight before you go rest your head on that pillow. Okay. I know for me, I have been a hairdresser for 14 years, right? Out of those 14 years, I gave all of those days, which is like over 5,000 days, you guys, into almost 13 of those years to a salon that did not appreciate me, and I wasn't learning to appreciate myself. But that was the gift later on. COVID hit, and for me, and I say it cautiously because I know not everybody has been, I'm going to say the word blessed by COVID, because I have been blessed by COVID. And I'm not going to hold back on that. Okay. I saw an opportunity when I came home because we all got to sit very still. To me, it was the universal pause. To me, I came home and I really needed to reevaluate my life. I needed to really reevaluate what brought me joy, how it brought me joy, and who was along for that ride. And I found myself not wanting to return to where I was before. And I knew I was called for something greater. I also can tell you that I would never have launched my own business and became an LLC in the thick of a pandemic if it wasn't for Beachbody. if it wasn't for being a rock star in my challenge group, if it wasn't for trying to outbeat the leaders in the group, but shine just as bright next to them instead. It was everything that I built in a challenge group. That's what it comes down to it. Those vital behaviors are there. That Shakeology is gold. The programs are stellar. Our community, you can't touch. It is a blessing to be in where we are. And we are not all here tonight by chance. We're just not. We are here for a reason. And let me tell you what Susie and I do. The only job we have for you to do for you, like I said to you earlier, was to help you figure out what this means for you. Because let me tell you something that nobody in here deserves. Telling you how to drive your life. Telling you what salary you're capable of. I can tell you, look, I get it. We have to all have this other job, right? You might have to have it. You can't just quit and be a Beachbody coach. I can't. Okay. I'm not there yet. I understand that. And actually, I don't want to quit my job. I want both. Okay. But I want you to know you most definitely are not ready to do any of this. None of us are ready to do this. None of us are ready to be coaches. Not one. No one's ready. Nobody has the time. Nobody has the skill set. Nobody. We don't have it. But we all are well equipped and wildly capable of doing it. That makes you fully equipped and wildly capable to go the hell after it. What if you built this little side nook of time and every night or every morning or wherever it fit for you, and you have that why in your hand because we helped you figure it out, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to break out my tracker. I'm going to attend that team call. I'm going to work better at my Beachbody on Demand group. I'm going to shine the light. I'm going to be the guide. I'm going to sprinkle glitter. And when I'm down, I'm going to learn how to get up faster. I'm going to learn that my down is my gift and not my curse. I'm going to change the lingo of my life, and I'm going to set sail to where I want to go. Do you feel that with me? Do you connect on that? Like, can you vibe with that? Because the chat is quiet. The chat is me and Susie right now. And I want to hear from you all. This is where I teach you right now to be your voice. We are not here to just talk me and Susie. I want Mel. I want Alicia. I want Robin. Blow up this chat. Do you connect with me? Do you vibe with me? Because I don't want to be an echo in this room tonight. Do you feel it? Can you believe it? Will you borrow our belief? Will you borrow it? Will you take it in? Will you breathe this in with me and say, shit, if she believes in me, I'm going to start to believe in me. And then once I learn that and I can take the reins, I'm going to teach somebody how to do that. Carl Daikeler, our CEO, left a stellar end of the summit freaking speech that I had never heard out of his mouth before. What were those words, Susie? Can you write them in the chat? It was the 4 words. Are you writing them down? So listen, this is what failure is. It's when you quit on your dream. It's when you quit on your dream. That is failure. That's it. And where's the finish line? This is what he said. Where's the finish line? Oh, now you quit. Sorry, now it's over. The dream is shattered. No, we do that. The universe says, let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Let me tell you something. This is what Susie and I see. We see other teams that have this, it started small and they started to grow because one person believed. Carl Daikeler, if he didn't believe in Beachbody, none of us would be here. What if he backed down? What if he bought in to the people that were partnering with him and he was like, you know what, you're right, I suck, I shouldn't do it. What if? That takes guts. Let me tell you, my friends, 2% go after it. The rest, quit. Pay attention to your friends this week. Pay attention to your friends that quit on something. Pay attention to them because they do it like this. It's easy. We don't want easy. We want gifted. The gift is in the grit. The gift is in the thick and the mucky. Are you willing to go through it? Are you willing to go into it? Are you willing to come out victoriously? If you vibe on us, we vibe on you. So let's make it really simple. Be a rock star in this group. Reach out to your coach as soon as you want, and you say, let me in on this and help me cultivate what this means for me. That's all you need. Don't overcomplicate this because it's not complicated. This business is built on belief, and our job is to shatter the limiting beliefs. That's what growth is all about. It's the good and the gift. Notice I'm never going to say negative. It's the good and the gift. So we leave you with that. I know we ran about like 10 minutes, a little over, but thank you for sharing your time with us. Thank you for sharing a moment in time where we could beat together and feel together. And if nothing else comes from this tonight, just know that we believe in you. If nothing else comes from this, we believe in you and we're here for you. Thanks, guys, for being on our call tonight. Susie?
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of our night. Stacy, close it out. I have nothing more to say. I can't wait to hear from you,
That's
girls.
it.
And if you want to share this video to someone that you think might be helpful, let us know. I will
You're welcome.
post the recording as soon as I have it. Have a great night. See you soon, ladies. Bye.
Bye.